What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now, Back to the Past. I'm Alex. In this video, I want to talk about the $240 I have spent on some retro games, as well as actually one console. We're going to start with the console. Was this ill-advised? Perhaps it was. If you want to support the channel in any way, well, honestly, just watching this video and leaving a like/subscribing would obviously be a big help. I'm going head deep in this video game collection thing. I have a list on my phone here of probably 25-ish more games, maybe a little bit more, that I'm still, kind of looking at, and over the next couple of years, hope to get at least the games on my list, but I'm always kind of coming up with new ones. All right, so we got quite a few games that are actually next to me over here. I want to start with the console. So what I did is I actually went to two different stores, and the first one this console actually comes from, the first store, some games came from that first store, and then I went to another one here in Colorado. The first one was actually in Niagara Falls, and I'd say the Niagara Falls one was actually pretty good. So let's start with the good old PlayStation 2. So one thing that I kept in my head throughout this entire thing is, like, look, I'm getting all these games. I intend to play them all, and I want to make videos, on this channel on them. I got the kind of recording situation figured out, or recording and streaming situation for all of these consoles. And, I've been getting some PS2 games. We're going to look at some PS2 games that I got. I already had a few of them, and I said, okay, well, I knew about the PS3 backwards compatible thing, but I actually then realized that, I was told by my sister, the PS3 that I have is not the one that is backwards compatible, so I wouldn't actually be able to play these PS2 games there. I had a PS2. I fear it was a victim of my parents' desire to throw things out from the past, which they've done over the last couple of years, so I feel like I know I had a PS2. I don't think I do anymore. So when I was at the first store in Niagara Falls, I bought some PS2 games, some other games, and sitting up on their shelf were some PS2, actually just one PS2 system. I think there was maybe a PS3, it was maybe a GameCube, and I said, you know what, give me that PS2. So we got this. It's in pretty good condition. One thing I noticed kind of when opening it up, you probably can't see it, like in here, it's a little dusty, but tried it out at my parents' house, played some of these games on the PS2 that I got on here. Works pretty darn well. Got a controller, all the cords and stuff came with it. It was actually a really, really good deal. I don't know if I'm saying, I know the price for this one was $70. $70 for the PS2, all the cords, one controller. I got a memory card, which I think was like $5, and I was pretty happy with that. And I think it's a pretty good deal. Looking online, I think to get a PS2 with the cords and stuff, I feel like it's over $100, at least from the ones that I saw. So $70 for everything. I felt like that was an amazing deal. The Niagara Falls store had the bigger deals. We're going to go over the two different stores. I think I made out really well there. The one here that I went to just a little while ago was not as giving or as caring. It was more like market value. The one in Niagara Falls, I don't know if they knew some of the deals they were giving away. Okay, so originally I went to Niagara Falls, the store, to get games. I was not, like I said, not intending to get a PS2, so most of the games are going to come. I think I got 8 games here, and I think I got 6 or 7, I think maybe 6 from the other store. So let's just kind of start through it. First one I needed to get, I'm not pleased with the sticker situation on this one, but it's Pirates 3. Now, you may say, Alex, you just got Pirates 3. You're right, I did, but I got it on PS2, and I'm 99% certain, at least the next gen to old gen for this specific game is different. Pretty sure, not 100%, but pretty sure that this game would be factually different than that PS2 one. I actually had the opportunity to get the 360 version at the store here in Colorado, and I didn't do it because I just want to double check to see if the PS3 and 360 versions are different. But I love the look. Besides that, it's got the manual. We'll go through opening some of these. Some of them don't have manuals, and that made me very, very upset. And then the back is actually, and I was checking the PS2 version, the back's actually different. I actually really like the back, I guess, art and the pictures that they're doing for this one versus that. As I said in the last video with Pirates 3 specifically, this was the one. This was the one that I rented it. This is like a 4 to 5 hour game, and I'm really excited to play it. You can play it, I think, on PS Now. It is available, so I guess I didn't have to buy it, but I want to play it like this. So I already did way back in the day. I beat it in one day. I rented it, and I just returned it, so now I own it. And like I said, besides this stupid sticker thing here, you can kind of see it, seeing the light, this part part over here is sticky. So that's not the greatest, but you know what are you gonna do? All right, let's take a trip through the PS2 era. I think these ones are actually really, really fun. I was looking for any game like this, and you'll see what I mean in a second. I was looking for any game like this because I want to do it for some videos. Besides Marvel Spider-Man 2018, I don't think I actually own any other Spider-Man game, but now I do. So I got this, the original. So 2002, the back here, it honestly, pretty good looking here. It's got the manual, and you know, one thing I didn't remember is like games back then, a lot of the explanations are like in here. A lot of them are in here. So I actually put this into the PS2. Is this the second game I tried? Yeah, this is the second game I tried on the PS2. We'll get to the first game. You can actually see right there, this is where I'll store all the PS2 games that I got. I got 4 in all. None of them had the memory holder except for this one, so it was actually pretty good luck that I got this. But this was I think this was $5, or maybe yeah, I think it was $5. I think Pirates was $5 or $3 or something insane. And you know what, Pirates was $3, this was $5, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to play Marvel Spider-Man 2018 to get ready for Spider-Man 2, but what would make also an interesting video on this channel, something that I think a real retro channel would do, is I think play a game like this. So I played it for like 15 minutes, and my parents, I'll play the whole thing for the video, which will come probably sometime in August. So that's that one. Next one, little story, I suppose. So it's I'll just say it's a Kingdom Hearts game. I have Kingdom Hearts 1, I have Kingdom Hearts 2, both of those are on PS2, and I was at the store again, you know, looking around trying to see what they had, and I think they had Kingdom Hearts 2. I think it was in like a pre-owned case, so it wasn't the official case, and I was like, oh, I don't need 2 of them in the first place. But then I saw this one, and I was like, wow, I owned this. Again, I don't know where it went. I think I had it for whatever it was, if it was on DS or whatever. I don't know if I played this game on PlayStation, but now I have it. So Chain of Memories. Let's get just a little bit closer. Honestly, I mean, a lot of Kingdom Hearts covers look incredible. I do believe, yeah, this has the manual. Let me put it right there. The back looks incredible. Here's the thing with this game. If you've paid attention to the channels in the past, I actually really don't like this game. So and I think this was maybe, again, 5, or it was less than 10 for sure. I got it just kind of to have it. I did play this, again, on this PS2. I played the first maybe like 20-25 minutes. It's the best looking game of the group that I have of these PS2 games. I love the story. And leading into Kingdom Hearts 3, you know, I played this originally back in the day, and I hated it. I just don't like the card thing. I found the story to be confusing. The story is a little confusing, but I get it now. And leading into Kingdom Hearts 3, I watch the cutscenes of this game. Leading into Kingdom Hearts 4, I will yet again, I think, watch it. It's fun to have it, and if I do a video on it, I can, you know, put it into the PS2 and get some gameplay or whatever, you know, talk about it that way, or stream it even if I wanted to, right? So I have that available to me, but I'm pretty strong on that. I don't like this game. I like the story of it. Obviously, I like the characters, and that's kind of it. So, but how can you, I mean, this is a great looking case, one of the better cases in Kingdom Hearts history, so I had to do it. All right, final 2, I feel like I should show you them at the same time because they're the same franchise. So there you go, the Crash Racing kind of bundle here. We got Crash Tag Team Racing and then Crash Nitro Kart. I believe Nitro Kart, this is the one that this was the first game, this was the test to make sure the PS2 worked. I've never played these games. I only played Team Racing way back in the day. I loved it. I was really good at it, or at least my 6-7-year-old self thought I was. I don't know if I've told this story before. There's a family video of my dad recording me. I'm sitting on the floor, and I remember this just completely without looking at the video. I was 6-7 years old. I was sitting on the floor, and I was playing Crash Team Racing, and I looked at him, and I said, I'm really good at this game, and that's in recording forever. So that's a special memory to me. I love Crash. I love the racing game, that one. I don't really even know. I've never really looked. Like, I know the opinion of Twinsanity and stuff. I don't really know the opinion of Tag Team or Nitro Kart. So, hey, look, the opening cutscene of this game is actually really good. I really like the opening of this game. The actual gameplay was fine in the 10-20 minutes I played it. Again, if I do a video, I kind of want to do a video, so I have those as well. And then, well, there's a couple different stories we can go. Let's just go one at a time here. So we got Sleeping Dogs. Now, oh, that's again going to be, because it's all green, the Xbox cases. All right, so Sleeping Dogs is an incredible game. One of the better games of the 360 PS3 era. I always tend to talk about them in terms of, you think of Spec Ops The Line, or Vanquish, or Sleeping Dogs, or Dragon's Dogma, or Transformers, War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron. Like, you can probably make a top 10 or 15 list of these very, I'd say, under the radar games that were some of the better games of the era that just didn't really get played. Sleeping Dogs is one of them, and I actually found the original on 360, but then, you know, the definitive edition, I've never played this. I played the original back in the day. So this, I think this was like $3-4 more than that. I said, okay, well, you know, Xbox One, I think it's the newest. Yeah, if I'm looking at it's the newest of all the games that I got, but I need it. I wanted to have it physically. Definitely want to do a video on that because I love that game. All right, this one, I really like this game. In fact, I just said this in terms of the underrated games of the past, is Vanquish. Again, you can't see this little area. I believe, and I think, by the way, Sleeping Dogs does not come with a manual, so that kind of sucks. But Vanquish comes with everything, and things are invisible as they should be because it's an Xbox. Love this game. Played it back in the day, rented it, so I never once owned this game, but really, really like the gameplay, the fast nature of sliding and all that kind of stuff. So I think you could get this digitally. I also think there's that Bayonetta Vanquish collection. So there are ways of playing it. It's somewhat readily available, but I just wanted to, you know, kind of have it. And it's the original, no like greatest hits or anything like that. This one is probably, and I'm looking just to make sure, yeah, this one's probably the biggest deal that I got. Now, I would have actually hoped to get the other one, but I actually mentioned this in the past as well, Transformers Fall of Cybertron. Now, I believe this is, I played both of them, but they honestly, in my head, because I think I played them back to back, I rented them and I played them at a friend's house on the 360 actually, so I did play this version. I don't remember which one I like more, but I think Fall of Cybertron is like what people look at as the better game. So this game, and I forgot to do the prices. I'm sorry, I forgot to do the prices for all those. I'm not going to go back. This game online, very expensive. And one of the main reasons, or maybe the main reason, is you can't get this game at all. Like, it's not accessible, it's not available. You can't just find like the box at a GameStop or whatever. So, and you also, they took it down from all stores. So you go on the Xbox store, I think you can type it in and find it, but it's unavailable. You can't actually buy it, which is such a stupid, and by the way, considering this is Activision and this deal is about to go through, Xbox, can we please get these two games, Fall and War and then Fall, I guess, in order? Can we get these games as a Game Pass game? And can we get a remastered collection of the two? Because I really think that's necessary. Now, you know, I mentioned like the deal. This was $18, $17.99. You can be hard pressed to find this game under $40 on, you know, the various kind of third-party sites to buy games. So this is probably, I mean, they sold it $22 under, I'd say, market value, and $40 is kind of the minimum. I've seen it 45 or even 50. Now, you know, I said in the beginning I would have actually preferred the other one. So War for Cybertron, I have yet to see it anywhere live, you know, in person. That game is worth a lot. That game probably goes for $50 to $60 on like a good day. So that's hopefully like for Christmas, I'm thinking. You know, we have budgets, the family. You don't get to just get anything and everything you want for Christmas or your birthdays, but I think a large part of my budget for Christmas, I do want War, and I think it's only going to become more and more expensive, so I really need to get on that. But I mean, to get one of them, and this would have cost $40-45, and to get it for $18, that's a great deal. War, obviously, I think I would have also wanted that deal, because again, War, it goes for about $60 or so. All right, so that was the first store, and then I went to another store, and I don't know if there's as many cool stories for this, but I got some ones that, a lot of these, actually, I think every single one that I'm looking at here, and a lot of these too, I mentioned that list in the beginning. So I had like a text list that I send to my wife just so we can kind of keep everything in one area. And, you know, I had a lot of games on there, and a lot of these games were on the list. Not any of those PS2 ones, but I think every single game that I'm about to show you, the next 6, were all on my list, so which is good. I get to cross them off and either come up with new games to put on the list or just shorten the list altogether. All right, so starting with the first one, and I actually, oh man, okay, I don't want to show one part I can't show. I won't open it. So we got Crysis 3. I swear to God that I thought I played this game. I think I did. This must have been, you know, I mentioned the whole trading in era of my life. I must have traded this in because I also think I had Twisted Metal, the PS3 one. Don't have that. I even went to my parents and I actually got some games that I thought I traded in, like God of War 3. I actually have that. So some of these games I didn't actually trade in. I just kind of forgot I left at my parents' house years ago. Crysis 3, I thought I had it. I thought I played it. I'm pretty sure I did play it, but I only have Crysis 2 physically, so now I got Crysis 3. So that's a good one to have. And then if you watch the last one, by the way, this video that I keep referencing, the last time we really did this, I'll leave a link. So if you guys just want to click that, you can watch that one. So for my birthday, short story, a long story, maybe even shorter. For my birthday, I got several of the Lightning games, Final Fantasy 13. One of them was kind of like a third party, you know, kind of retailer, but it was kind of like a rip-off thing. The case wasn't official, things like that. So I got another one. You could say, did I spend 20? Because I think both times it was 20 bucks each, but I just prefer, you know, and it's not that this is on PlayStation. In fact, the other Final Fantasy 13 1 and 2 I have on 360 now, and this one I have on PS3, but just so that you'll see if you watch the other video, because like this part up here was messed up. Okay, next up is a game that I wrote on my list, but I kind of like forgot about it, so I don't really check online for it to see if there's any like deals. And then when I was at the store in Colorado, I saw it and I was like, ooh, I don't think I've ever seen it, you know, live and in person. So The Darkness 2, I think maybe it's not no, it is The Darkness. I was always confused if it was just Darkness or The Darkness. I really like this game. This game I rented. I played with a very close friend of mine, and we had a blast. We really, really liked this game. This does also come with a manual, so that's good, and an invisible background, as always. Good to have it. Not too many stories with it, but I would like to go back and play it, and I would like to make a video on it one day. So now I have it for that situation. Another game on my list I was very happy to see, the good old Dragon's Dogma. Played this back in the day. Oh dear, I have to get rid of the little GameStop. I didn't even see the sticker. My wife missed this sticker too. We'll have to fix that later. No, I really like this game. Obviously with Dragon's Dogma 2 right around the corner, this is going to be one that I was already going to go back and play it. I think you can get this digitally, pretty sure. I think like the different like, not limited editions, but like Game of the Year kind of editions, or it comes with everything. So maybe I would still play it digitally because I could probably get more, but I don't think it's on Game Pass. I think you have to buy it. So I guess maybe I will just end up playing that version of it. This one upset me because it doesn't have a manual. So that really is aggravating. Dante's Inferno. Love this game. Love this game a lot. This was one of the first games that I actually wrote on my list. I believe you can actually play this on Game Pass. I think it's free. So, you know, is this an example of me just having it physically and say no manual? Is this an example of me having it physically, but I'll still play it digitally anyway? Probably, to be honest with you, probably. But again, good to have it, and I kind of wanted it. And then the final one, again, another, like I said, these games of the past in that era that I respect so much, I got quite a few of them, and now I have another one. Enslaved Odyssey to the West. Love this game. Rented it back in the... A lot of these games I rented. That's the sad thing about it, but comes with everything. Comes with the manual. Does it have 2 discs? There's no way. No, it only has 1. Love this game quite a bit. So... yeah, that era that I'm talking about, you know, I think at this point, I think like Spec Ops: The Line is one of the only ones, and I think I saw it, but I think I could have gotten a better deal online, but I'm almost done with that era. I guess Spec Ops and then War for Cybertron are 2 games in that collection of maybe 8 or so games that I really, really value of that PS3 360 era. I'm almost done getting them all, and again, there's a long list. I could show you one day. Maybe I'll make a list of like a top 20 of games that I want. But there you go. There's I think it's 14 games because it's 8 and 6. So yeah, 14. And then I got the PS2. So that's everything I got for $240. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you want me to do this again. I got to be honest, I'm not going to do this again until probably Christmas. Around Christmas time, I'll make a video of any retro games I get for Christmas and then my birthday. I don't think I can afford to do this again, and so I won't. But let me know what you think. Subscribe, leave the like. Hey, if these videos start providing a little revenue, which they're not there yet, but one day I hope they will, we can do it a lot more often, okay? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.